How's everybody doing tonight? We're back to play some more Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit. Because honestly, after last week of just playing the fan remake of Triple Trouble, to then play the original Game Gear release, I got a big appreciation for the 16-bit remake of the game. So we're going to be playing more of it tonight, playing some of the unlockable characters we got from beating the game last week. Probably going to start with Knuckles, then maybe go on to Fang or Knack or whatever you want to call him in this continuity. And who knows, we'll go on from there. But yeah, now we're going to be playing some more Triple Trouble, and I just wanted to show off something pretty interesting before we start here, because this past couple days I've actually been tweaking with some stuff on my Steam client in particular, and this goes for both my actual computer and the Steam Deck. So this is just a kind of fun little thing I wanted to show off before we get started for people who haven't done this themselves. So if I swap over to my main feed here, this is just a list of all my different games I have installed right now on Steam, and right front and center is Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit. You can go into Steam and add a non-Steam game to your launcher, so it just makes it easier for you to find stuff. Just having it all in one launcher is just a thing I prefer personally, but normally, when you put something into this launcher, like I have the Sonic Mania decompilation added, this is what you get. Nothing. Outside of the name you give the program, you don't get any images whatsoever. But you can see here for my Sonic Triple Trouble, on the other hand, it has a lot of custom artwork. And this is something I'm actually pretty proud of doing. So let me turn off the music here, as I'm going to be booting into the Steam Big Picture mode. Always like that little intro jingle. Going right in, this just looks so much better on the big screen. So this is something I recommend people to do. If you have custom images for your games that you're adding into Steam, this just looks so much better compared to the stock image, because then it just looks like an official game, say like with the Gex Trilogy here having the same kind of logos. It just looks very clean by comparison. And I've been doing this to a lot of different games these past couple days. Like for example, I have a compilation of different decomps and recomps, which come back tomorrow if you want to see some Banjo-Kazooie, as this is going to be the next thing on our stream table. But yeah, this is actually a really cool thing. I actually saw someone do this the other day on a stream, and it motivated me to just look up some of these custom Steam images. It just makes things so much cleaner. But let's just go ahead and actually get into the real meat of tonight's stream itself. Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit. So it might be Sonic and Tails in Triple Trouble, but these two are not getting any love tonight. We played through the whole game with these two last week, so now it's time for the other characters to get a spotlight. So going through the main game here, we unlocked a brand new character to play, and that is Knuckles the Echidna. So, from my understanding, there's only two different stories in this, and it's between Sonic and Tails. And then when you beat the game, you unlock Knuckles for the second story. Based on the comic that we read for Triple Trouble 16-bit, Knuckles in particular has his own interest in getting the Chaos Emeralds because he can feel their energy and wants to seek them out as well, like with both Knack and Eggman, but also he's not the real villain in the story. Metal Sonic takes over his character and messes with Sonic and Tails. So we'll get a lot more context now playing through with Knuckles to see what has been going on with him. Now, like right in the beginning, playing through Angel Island. It's not even the original Angel Island layout from Sonic 3. It's similar, but it's not one-to-one. Now, for reference, because now I have a lot more familiarity with the original Sonic Triple Trouble, Knuckles was featured in the story, but he was not a playable character. So this is all new content for the fan remake of Triple Trouble. So now we're into the What If storyline. The wall and break down, or just go through. Okay. Just love the falling animation Knuckles has there beyond the ledge. Very reminiscent of how he was in 3 and Knuckles. Because I believe all these sprites, outside of maybe some original ones here and there, just like with... I kind of want the bonus game, but I missed it. Just like with Sonic and Tails, all these sprites are from Sonic 3. And there is how the game would have ended from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is Knuckles looking out, but it looks like he's got a little distracted there. Metal Sonic just touches the Master Emerald, and that makes us upset. Okay, good. You're still... Never mind. That's that. You still let me hit you for a minute. Don't want to go too fast there, because I will run into Metal once he's attacking again. There we go. Simple fight, but then again, it is the first fight in the game. He is not happy, though, with Knuckles. And that's how he gets my persona. He copies us from just choking us out. Okay. Well, I guess we can't do anything about that guy for now. We might as well just leave. Question is, how do I leave? Ah, of course, the Master Emerald. Wouldn't be anything else. Use the thing to teleport. So that gives us an idea of what's happening from the looks of things. And now we can move on to Great Turquoise Zone. And it's a different section since we're starting off with wall climbing in the beginning. So it's like we're in the underside of Great Turquoise. Okay, I didn't need to spin dash that. Okay, so I was wondering about that. The button that normally changes your character, I thought would also get mapped into a jump button for Knuckles, because it's only him. So, for Sonic and Tails campaign, since I'm playing with a PlayStation controller, the circle button would be to swap between Sonic and Tails at any given time, but with Knuckles by himself, the swap button doesn't do anything. I'm used to hitting 2 buttons to spin dash, that's what throws me off. My spin dashes might be a little slow at first, because I'm going to just do that by muscle memory. I'm going backwards now, which is interesting, because this is a whole new section we haven't been able to go to. This is, I believe, Sonic and Tails' version of the stage. I don't want to go too far over here, because I'm needing to go right, not left. Oh, not alive. Just finding them back to back here. Yeah, I wouldn't be complaining. How did I not hit that wall? Guess it's not solid from the underside. Still want to see if I can find special stages with Knuckles so I can get the Chaos Emeralds. Just like how I did with Sonic. That did unlock a final boss that I wouldn't have seen otherwise. How does that keep on happening? Thankfully, right here, I can just jump off the wall and get my height back. But he can't glide out of that, so that was kind of stupid of me to go backwards. Okay, how did I not hit the spring by doing the spin dash? That's just kind of stupid, but alright. At least give me my rings back. I don't think I went in the water in this stage before, so this is a new section for me. Again, I need to go higher. 'Cause up here should be a special stage ring. Wait a minute. Clever. Alright, this is where the ring would be. But then they just put standard rings in a circle. So there are no special stages from what I can tell with Knuckles then. Can't reach Knack from here, he's too high. Knuckles does have a shorter jump compared to Sonic and Tails. He can take alternate routes and glide, but he's at a disadvantage for boss fights. Hey, 50 rings. I'd take more money. So it's nice to know now I'm not having to worry about hunting down special stage rings, because that actually speeds up the levels pretty significantly. Having to hunt those down takes like about maybe 3 to 5 minutes depending on the attempts in the stages. Now I don't think this shield's gonna work as a homing attack for Knuckles. It didn't for Tails. Sure enough, that enemy didn't react. Oh, well there goes my shield. Didn't react to me hitting the button again. For jump, because that's how you homing attack Sonic. Just keep on going fast, I'm not gonna hit anything. I'm fine with this. Now, how do I get in there? I saw there was an extra life in the wall, but I didn't see the cracks until now. Better question is, how do I reach it? Probably go from under here, I guess. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. I like how I can just climb into that little vine piece and I can get my launch. Nice little attention to detail. Just grab poles from climbing, so just have to jump. I keep on missing that jump for Knuckles for some reason. If you roll into a ball and then jump out of a loop, this is the thing for pretty much every classic Sonic game, but you get a lot of speed from doing that. That's what I'm trying to do, so I get a little extra speed from these loops, especially if I'm running into them. Oh, I missed my special stage. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I don't really need any bonuses right now. This boss is going to be interesting with just Knuckles. Gonna juggle on the cannons, why not? This is actually a pretty simple fight right now. I say that as I get hit, that's about right. Still a pretty easy fight, nonetheless. Now I know what I'm doing against the fight. It's even easier than with Sonic and Tails. I'm playing hard mode, so that's saying something. Knuckles is always considered the hard mode in the classic games because of the shorter jump. Hey Matt, how you doing? Hey, wait a minute. There can't be two me's. Alright, no, that's metal. It's just goofier when you see two Knuckles on screen. You really know it's a fake. This is so much better than the Triple Trouble original with these minecarts, because I'm able to spin dash consistently in those. The minecarts in OG Triple Trouble, you can't. I can only spin dash once, and then if I try it again, I jump out of the minecart. So this is way better by comparison. See how far we can go. Wait a minute. I want to go up. Which is very scuffed to go that way, but it works. Hang on, I need my quote-unquote special stage real quick. My special stage is worth like, what, 8 rings? Such a downgrade. Alright, tells me my final boss is going to be different compared to Sonic. I'll probably just be fighting the Eggman robot, and then that's how it ends for me. Unless I get a special fight against Metal Sonic that I don't know about. I was wondering about that from last night, Max. I know you were on the stream a lot longer than you normally are. So I kind of feeling you're probably having to stay home again. Sorry to hear that you're having some high blood pressure stuff. Stress be real. I know that for sure. I think I'm just gonna take the elevator. I was gonna just climb, but no, I had to be denied. But yeah, hopefully you're feeling better now. Not fun to have the high blood pressure out of that due to just a bunch of different factors. Oh, I missed a checkpoint. Should be fine. I just fight me, so. Oh, I'm strong. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm not a pushover. Wait, this is easy. I can just chill on the wall. Again, can't do anything to me here, but I can hit him on the wall. So I have a little bit of an advantage. I'm fine with this free ride. I think this is a joke, but to me, it's just convenience. Oh. Okay, I don't remember that from the Sonic playthrough. I thought I was gonna get a zip there for a second going inside the floor. Because in any other classic Sonic game, that would just send me out of bounds and just give me a weird amount of speed. Sending me to the end of the stage in some regards. Oh, that's just mean. That's a mean enemy placement. Alright, wait here, because I know this guy's gonna shoot me if I try to climb. Oh, I somehow got the ring back. I'm shocked. Well, this is much better than having a homing attack shield that doesn't work on my character. But now let's do a bonus game and see if we can get some lives. Oh crap, it's a pinball one. Never mind. Getting nothing out of this. Be lucky if I get any rings past 100 here. No, maybe at this rate. I still want to see what's on the top section, because I don't know how to bounce that high. Oh, the flipper on the right's gone. The only thing I can see maybe to get to the top would be taking the bumpers. And if they propel me high enough. But I just don't see that happening. Alright, see ya. At least I didn't lose my shield. I love being able to spin dash into a glide, because you really can't do that in some of the newer titles. I don't think you can do that in Superstars. Like, Knuckles in Sonic Superstars just feels like such a weird downgrade in so many areas. It just doesn't have the same feel with his physics in that game, but a lot of things about Superstars just feel off when you play any other 2D Sonic. Well, it's a good thing I didn't get that shield, so I'm gonna go back for that. No point even climbing here, so that ring trail is a little deceptive. We get another bonus game. Oh, it's this one. Okay, well this is better than the gambling game. I might have a chance to get a better shield. Case in point. And immediately downgraded again. Oops. Well, at least Bubble Shield is a shield. It doesn't really help in this stage, that's why, and it's gone. I was gonna say, it doesn't help in this stage, doesn't matter to have outside of protection. Honestly, a fire shield would have been better. With all the fire and magma. I'm forgetting this stage just ends with Capsule because they want to put you on the train next. And it's broken up into a new act for that reason. So it just feels anticlimactic. I'm used to just fighting a boss here. A little bit harder to hit those robots because of my shorter jump. Still worked. I love just how much they transformed this train section from Triple Trouble. Because this section in actual Game Gear was just pretty forgettable, honestly. It was just run and jump until you get to the actual boss fight at the end. But here, it's a whole new stage. Let me see if I get a shield. Oh no, it's this again. Why do I keep on getting the slot machine? I just want to go left or right when I hit one of these bumpers, and I keep on going straight up. I can't even see the other pieces of the table. I think the air piece is our suggestion, because how do you get up there? Oh yeah, I forgot that's fake floor. That's why I just fell. But I can get back up, so that's convenient. I can't get up there because of the ring box, really? That's mean. Maybe I get a bonus game with a shield this time. That would be preferred. Thank you. And now I got the fire shield. Needed it before, and I didn't get it. The bottom would be catching up by now. That was actually kind of close. Can a cannon come this way and not the other way? That actively avoided me. Once I got what I wanted. Oh, this can't do anything now, right? No, it still insta-kills you with Fire Shield. I was wondering that when we were here with Sonic. Now I got my answer. That fire does not care what shield you have. It's just gonna kill you. So it acts as a crushing hazard no matter what. It's a little rubber bandy though, so that's not great if I get stuck on a wall and I'm climbing it. Oh, we get to see this guy again. At least it's still here in this story, too. Get wrecked, idiot. It's just an insult to injury when the train's already destroyed and it destroys itself more. Love how these little barrels are moving around. It's giving me a lot of Donkey Kong Country vibes. Because, I mean, the shooting mechanic was also there in the original 8-bit version, but they don't move those cannons in Game Gear. This just feels like Donkey Kong Country when they're moving around. Wait a minute. Nah, it's just rings. Okay. Not going that way then. I thought I could jump through the floor. No, it's not a one-way collision. The music remix here, I don't know, it's giving me a lot of Mario Golf vibes, like specifically the N64 title. It almost sounds like something from that title. Jeez, what a momentum shot. I think it's just the instrumentation that's giving me a lot of those vibes, like from one of the forest courses and that. Really not getting those loop jumps today. I don't know, something to do with Knuckles' shorter jump that's screwing my timing up or what, but I'm just terrible at that today. Oh my god, why do we keep on getting this? There are 3 bonus gains, and we keep on getting the same 2. I'm kind of forgetting what the first one is at this rate, because we haven't seen it since last week. And Knuckles, I guess at this rate, doesn't have it. Well, I would use my flipper if I had one. Oh, I'm like 6 off. I'm getting an extra life. Alright, this boss is going to be a lot harder with Knuckles because I have to wait for Knack to get down here. I just cheese this with Tails in the Sonic and Tails playthrough, but here, I gotta try. I can't even hit him when he's trying to hit me with a missile. I might be able to get 2 hits in if I'm fast enough. I feel like at that point, Knack could just dig his way out of the ground. If I'm just ignoring him, he has a chance. He does it after the fact. Why can't you do it when I'm bearing you in? Gotta use that brain. I was gonna say, can I not jump up here because my jump is just barely too short? Because that would be mean if I couldn't go up here because of my jump being off by like a pixel. I think it's just an infinite wall, yeah. I'm going down. Okay, that's interesting. I can glide through the goop. But there's really no point because I have to jump to get fight out of it. This is a path we couldn't have taken before. Now we're finally into some new territory in this zone. Okay, that's not how I expected that interaction to go. Yeah, that's not shooting me up, that's just sending me sideways. Oh, that's what was supposed to happen. Yeah, the momentum on this specific spring seems a little bugged. Okay, it kind of works there. Just let go of neutral when you hit the spring, so don't move at all once you hit it. And then it should send you to where you need to go. But at least the spin dash worked. Hey, finally, the other bonus stage type. I was wondering if I was going to see it. Now I'm gonna hit every cannon on the way down and not on the way up. Yep, sure enough. This is my last chance. And I just missed them all together, so it didn't even matter. Same result. Alright, well, 2 lives out of that's not bad. Could have been better, it just kind of got really screwed over there with the bouncing. Hey, look! More rings that don't matter. cute how they put the special stages in that pattern of rings alone. They can't get any Chaos Emeralds. That's unfortunate, because that just means no Super Knuckles. The only super form you get in this game is Super Sonic. Damn it. I don't think I went this way before, right? No, this was for a special stage, so I did go this way before. I just look so annoyed when I'm going down the mud. Not uncomfortable, just annoyed about it. Another fight that'd be super easy normally for the other two, but for me it's gonna be harder because I can't jump high. Like right here, I have to wait for this little snake to come down to me. And now for the escape sequence. Okay. Well, kinda got comboed there. And unfortunately, that means I gotta fight the snake again. That's a little annoying. Although, if I get hits that fast, I won't be here for long. And with no damage to me whatsoever. That first time didn't count. That was just imagination. I like the jumps being his drill attack from the Sonic Adventure series. It's a nice little touch of detail here, because this is an animation I think it was made specifically for Triple Trouble 16-bit. That drill move was not in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That sprite had to be original. This whole zone is a really cool idea, because this is not in Game Gear either. What is over here? I don't think I went left before. And it's a whole load of nothing. Okay, don't go left. as well get the rings while I'm here. I can't cheese this level like I did with Tails. I can glide, but I can't fly. So I gotta be careful I'm going over the bottomless pits. I am so sick of this stupid game, man. I just wanted the other one where I can get lives. I keep on getting the slots. Oh, hang on, finally. I can see what's up here, and it's just another slot machine. So, there is no difference between high and low. The only difference now is I get more slot machine attempts. That's it. And I don't know what that thing is moving in between. It has to be a bumper, right? Like I hit that, I can get slowed down and bounced around. Yep, sure enough, bumper. And we're back down here. At least I finally got to see the top table. Wow, another jackpot? I mean, my ears aren't happy about this, but my life count is. I can't believe I timed out one of those stages. Well, we got to see the full extent of the slot machine this time. Going slower here, because I don't want to risk things. Oh my gosh, as soon as I said that, I almost died because I was trying to glide the rest of the way. You know what? No, I'm done with those. I don't need any more. Now, question for Knuckles. Do we get the rocket shoes like Sonic and Tails, or are we just gonna jump? We're out of here, so that answers my question. Although, to be fair, I think we also did that in the main campaign. I had to think for a second. This is a new level. That's why I didn't have 300 rings. I don't remember that being in Sonic's playthrough. That is reminiscent of Launch Base. The like spinning poles that take you like a pseudo 3D effect. That's fine with me, because I get more rings. Yeah, this remake does a lot of different stuff, but I don't think it's in a bad light. It fixes a lot of the problems that Triple Trouble had. Makes this feel like a lot more of a unique Sonic game instead of something that felt very similar, honestly, to like Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 on Game Gear at the time. Like, when I played Triple Trouble for the first time, I didn't even know it was a different game compared to 1 and 2, because it just felt like it was just a continuation instead of something original. It played and felt very similar. You can say that a lot of the 2D Sonics, to be fair, but they all have, like, different level aesthetics and gimmicks and all that, so it makes them feel a lot more unique. That's what I like about this remake. It does a really good job at taking the game from the 8-bit era and just modernizing it in so many areas. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I'll get enough rings. Oh, I finally figured out how those little seals work. You hold the jump button, I'll send you up. I keep on trying to time the button press, and that's not working. At least the ice here doesn't hurt you. Just like 3D Blast. Wait, I can't break that? I need to be the snowball? Okay. You think my strong fist would be enough, but no, snowball. Yeah, knowing how those specific enemies work, or I guess, glorified spring, really. That does make platforming a lot easier. I couldn't get those, really? I wanted the rings. I didn't want the shield, because I'd rather have fire shield. Yeah, it's whatever. It's only 10. I can get more. Okay, maybe not that much more, apparently. Hello, me. Ready for the rematch? Why can't I do that? I think one more hit and he should be done. It was a long fight. There we go. Weird to see Knuckles on a snowboard, because I can't think of a single Sonic game where he's actually doing something like this. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you start Ice Cap in the actual, caverns. You don't snowboard in like Sonic does. Sonic Adventure is the same way. He doesn't do this part, he's just finding the Master Emerald pieces in Ice Cap. Actually, I can't remember, does he even go to Ice Cap? I don't think he does. Can the Sega Genesis even do that level of parallax scrolling? Because that feels more complicated than the Genesis can even do, thinking about it. Watch the video. Yeah, I know you uploaded your Ice Cap for Knuckles yesterday, so it was good timing. Try not to overshoot it this time, Knuckles. What did I just say? This would be easier without the board, ironically enough. See how long we can keep this thing at this rate. And it's gone. Well, we kept it for a while. me see if I get a shield. I don't need to do any more of these bonus gains for the lives or anything, but I do want a shield. I'll take anything at this point just to get something on my character. Fire would be preferred, but I can work with the electric shield now. Okay. Just slid through everything, but that's fine. Electric shield is better than bubble. Bubble's a very situational shield for me. Like, I can make it work on some levels, but it really depends, and this is not one of them. Wait a minute, can I go back? Watch. And then I get hit with the hat. There goes my clutch points. Okay, that was weird. Funny, this fight won't be any different with Knuckles compared to Sonic and Tails, because this guy is too high up normally from Sonic and Tails as well. I have to wait for the boss to come to my level no matter what. There we go. Just in time, as I'm out of rings. There's my non-existent special stage. Thanks for the 5 rings from it. the one time I want to get moving faster. Of course, that's the one time I walk right into the spikes. No. I knew that was gonna happen. That's why I tried to pull back. Momentum on the fans here is a little aggressive. Oh, come on. Keep on thinking I need to jump off of one of the water sections like I did in the beginning, so I can get to an alternate path. I keep on jumping when I really shouldn't. So many bubbles in this section, they just don't want me to drown. And they're redundant because then I get a bubble power so I can just fly up. Secret room. Couldn't have gotten here with Sonic or Tails. Uh-huh. Alright, out of service, huh? That's it? Okay, so this elevator is not useful. And it leads to nothing. What? Why am I over here then? I'm going back. Unless that's a little Easter egg thing, it's not useful to me. This is the one time I actually want a bubble shield, but it's this bonus game, so I can't get one. No. And I landed into another down cannon, so that was a terrible shot. Man, every shot after the first one was terrible. I can only get one life out of this game. That was a terrible performance. And off by 2 for a second life. Well, that did not work out in my favor. Hoping for a bubble shield. There we go, just brute force. Let's get him out of here. Stupid weasel. This is new. Yeah, this is very different. This is where the submarine would have been for Sonic and Tails, but Knuckles doesn't get that. On my own submarine. I hope I don't have to worry about air, though, because I don't want to drown. Nice, I got my ring back. I'm shocked. Oh, the change button actually does the charge as well. That's very weird, because change doesn't work with Knuckles. I gotta go out at the pipe. The Sonic and Tails have already been here. That's why there's all this damage. I'm taking an alternate path. Now this feels very much like Echo the Dolphin. Can I hit the switch, please? Can I not hit the switch? Like, what's happening? Okay, guess I'm not hitting the switch. Okay, thank you. Insult to injury. Getting rings when you die. Don't like that. Now, don't go too fast this time, because then I'll go right into the mine. Just grab a ring, because I'm not trusting that thing's hitbox. There we go. It's a little too close to the ledge. One thing I don't like is when you charge, you still move up or down based on that last location that you hold. So if I'm holding down and then I hit the charge button, Knuckles still swims down, even though I let go of the D-pad. Don't like that. Just has some weird lock-on to its momentum. I gotta let this one go, so I get my ring. Oh, my ring! Well, now I'm playing this super careful. Surprisingly made it out without any problems. I was expecting to die. Thankfully, no. Where are we taking me? What's going on? Why am I here? Was I drugged? I feel like I'm in a fever dream. It's kind of a random explanation to get Knuckles into the final stage, because he just gets thrown into it. So weird to see the anti-gravity mechanic from Sonic Advance 2 come back in this. Because I haven't seen those switches since SA2. That brings me back. The anti-grav stage in that game was really hard. Just because of all the bottomless pit scenarios. I mean, that's a dimp Sonic game for you. It's just filled with bottomless pits. Can I not get up here? Oh, barely gonna hit the ledge. Never mind. It's the slots again. As soon as I heard the jingle, I knew I'm going here. I want a shield! Every time I want a shield, I get here or somehow to the other bonus game for extra lives. Okay, this is amounting to nothing. You know what? fun while it didn't last. I don't want to be here. Get wrecked. I'm up here with you now. That doesn't hurt me, surprisingly. Get wrecked. Last we'll see if Knack until we play as him. Finally, now we get to have a rematch against Metal. Haven't fought him since the very beginning. Dude, can you just like go in a straight line so I can hit you without you just swaying back and forth? Screw up my jump timing. I can't get the free hits in like I can for Sonic or Tails. I can wait for you to come to my level. There we go. Much longer fight with Knuckles because my jump is terrible. I gotta sugarcoat it. I need a little more spring in my shoes. Yeah, the Stardust Speedway remix in this is really solid. Can agree with that. Okay, I thought the sliding would kill you, but I guess not. I gotta get a ring. Grab these before I go any further. Doing this thing again? Okay. Now I know what to expect here. So I gotta play through these 3 sections with Knuckles, and that unlocks the 4th section, which takes me to the boss. I like the remix idea for this stage, basically becoming Titanic Monarch from Sonic Mania at the very ending of it, because Zone 2 does the same thing there. Gotta be careful now because I have no rings, and there's no rings in sight. Well, that's gone. Alright, gotta be super careful now. These pistons are really not in a great cycle right now. I'd just like to go. Huh? I got crushed by nothing there. Why? That crush hitbox was so jank. Now I gotta do the whole section again because I got air crushed. My favorite. This section takes forever too because of all the slow moving pistons. Not again. Don't want to get crushed by nothing again. And those rings just clipped through the wall and stayed inside, so I'm not getting them back. My favorite. Alright, this is where the jank hit us last time, so let's just be a little slower this time around and wait it out. I can't even say that's a fan game exclusive thing, because that's happened to me in retail Sonic games. Just in time. I wasn't gonna make the cycle. Alright, there we go. All 3 sections are done, so now it's time to fight Eggman. How's this fight gonna work with my shorter jump? Let's find out. First things first, we gotta fight this Def Egg robot wannabe. Go ahead, take him out. Platforms aren't gonna matter. My jump's gonna be the real problem. See, case in point. If I had a higher jump, I probably would have cleared that laser better. At least it skips me past the first couple hits, so I don't have to fight this guy again. I fight his phase 2 version again instead. Okay, that was a little glitchy. Just got pushed to the right for some reason. Didn't matter. There we go. Perfect juggle. And there's that fake emerald. Mac wants it, you can have it. See ya. Always getting screwed over. Alright, here we go. Now it's time for the real final boss to begin. We prefer to have the rings, though. I don't want to skip those. I'm actually shocked they're gonna hit him from my jump height. Are we just getting all the knack variants? Not what I was expecting. Expecting to fight Eggman, but this is different. Guys, give me all the variants. Oh, okay. This is the different part. We have to fight Metal again. And he's going back and forth between the Metal form and my Knuckles form. Nice, double hit. Oh, my rank. Oh, well, that's a problem. I hope I don't need it, but... Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as I finish the sentence. The problem is, when I don't know this fight... This is a new fight for me. Wasn't expecting the Metal Sonic fight now. I thought I was gonna be fighting Eggman. Yeah, just give me the ring back immediately, so if I'm gonna immediately lose it and it goes out of bounds, I'll take the L. Nice, 3 hits. Got him. Can I get my ring, please? Thank you. Oh, he's getting a little glitched. Can't hold the Knuckles form any longer. What is this? Oh, okay, just random Eggman now. Okay. And that's more reminiscent of a Sonic 3 and Knuckles fight. Did you just shoot out one of those white balls again? Thank you. Oh, okay. Well, that I wasn't expecting, so now I'm at my ring. Now I see how the fight's gonna work. We really gotta be paying attention. He's gonna take forever to shoot out the white ball. And that's not great when I have no rings. At least it moves slower, so it is easier to hit. But it's still a little dangerous. Ah, crap. There goes my rings. Yet they're both gone. I can hit him twice, but it's extremely risky. Good to know. Nice, got him. Oh. Okay, so the fight's not done yet. Once I defeat the first phase, he moves on to something completely different. This is all original. None of this was from Triple Trouble at all. Oh, okay. We're doing this again, Metal? Oh. Well, that's how he gets captured then. That makes sense. Then we wait here until Sonic beats Eggman, and then we're freed. Couldn't free ourselves, unfortunately, but now we at least understand how Knuckles gets caught in the very end. And that's it. That was a very interesting boss fight with Eggman. I really liked how the ending of Knuckles' story played out. Story-wise, he had to lose because you had to explain how he gets caught. So I think that was a great way of handling it. Defeats Metal, turns off the duplication effect for his Knuckles impersonation, so that part's done in the plot. And he does his best to hold his own, but obviously, again, he has to get captured eventually. So I think it was a solid story. Most of the paths that we got to explore weren't that different, honestly, from the Sonic and Tails route. Some of it was very unique, and I do think the underwater section was the most unique part of Knuckles' story here, because that was a whole brand new level. And he didn't use the rocket shoes at all, so he didn't fight the Metal Sonic fight up in Egg Zeppelin, so that whole part also was completely different too. He didn't go up in the sky, he took a completely different water route. But other than that, the stories do still play very similar, as you would imagine. But yeah, that was Knuckles' campaign. About an hour and a half. It's a little bit shorter than Sonic's, but it's mainly because in Sonic's campaign, you can go for Chaos Emeralds to extend the length and fight an extra boss. But Knuckles doesn't have special stages. So you're just playing each stage and that's it. No extras. If I didn't do any of the bonus games, I probably could have been done a little bit faster. Probably by maybe 10 to 15 minutes at most. Not that big of a difference, honestly. But yeah, this was a solid campaign. Now, there are still a couple more left, as now beating Knuckles, we can now move on to our next character, but at this point in the storylines, we're done with story playthroughs, so the next character I want to play as is Knack, or Fang, as he's known in the modern titles. But starting with that specific character, they don't have story playthroughs, so we'll just be doing a level-by-level playthrough of the game at that point. Which, to be fair, there's not much story in this. The story is just a few minutes at most, like beginning and ending cutscene mainly. So it doesn't really change too much to me. And Knack is going to be very interesting because we got to demo the character a little bit last week and we saw he has a gun. And the gun is a gameplay component because that just wrecks some bosses. It'll be interesting to see how he plays. And then there's also Amy, but there's this third character we haven't seen yet that's like all the question marks. I don't know what that is. I haven't heard anything about an extra unlockable, so I don't know what to expect there. Yeah, just gonna let the credits play out, and the next character we'll be playing as probably will be Knack the Weasel here. Fang the Hunter, Fang the Sniper. I don't know why he kept on getting different names in this franchise, but that Weasel kept on getting a name change every time he appeared in the game. It's kind of weird. There's our thanks for playing screen as Knuckles. Just a bunch of Knuckles and Knuckles. Oh, now we get to unlock that mystery. Metal Sonic is the extra character. Now you can play as Metal in free play. So, Sonic and Tails and Knuckles were the two characters that had story playthroughs. The rest are just going to be level by level. Let's get them started.